Hello everyone, Andrew Chwalik here, and you are now listening to the second episode of Talking Ties. I would like to introduce you to one of my all-time favorite and legendary ties. It's the one I'm wearing right here. So this blue and white tie actually was the inspiration for the original Retie logo. Once I finally had the idea for Retie, so I had a bunch of friends who needed ties and I kept loaning them out and everything. It was the next semester I had an internship in Washington, D.C., and since I had to fly there, I could only bring a certain amount of items with me, and unfortunately, I could only bring a couple ties. And this was my go-to tie. I would wear it to work while I was interning, when I went to different networking events, I used it for church. Basically, any important time that I needed to look good, look sharp, feel powerful, I put on this bad boy right here, and it got the job done. And let me tell you a pretty cool story that actually goes along with this tie. I was working with a nonprofit lobbyist group trying to end hunger and get legislation passed that benefited that goal. And it was one day, I was in the office and I had to drop something off at one of our congressman's office. And that's a kind of a normal thing. I had to do a couple different activities. I was in and out of the Capitol building and seeing different senators and things like that, which was super, super cool. So I had an envelope that I had to deliver to one of our representatives. And I was on the way over there and I got to take, it's not really a secret tunnel, but I like to think it was a secret tunnel because it like goes underneath a couple different buildings to get to the congressional offices. So I felt pretty cool that I got to go through this tunnel first off. So as I was walking down this pretty cool secret tunnel, there were two individuals that walked past me and they're like, "Oh, hi, excuse me, my name is blah, 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 and this is blah, blah, blah." So they introduced me, were very, very formal and all of this, and I was like, "Oh, it's cool, nice to meet you. I'm not sure who you are, I'm sorry." And they kind of chatted up with me a little bit. We just talked about like one bill that's about to get passed that day in the Senate or something. And they were like, "Oh, thank you. Well, it was a pleasure to meet you. Best of luck with everything," and went on our way. And as I was walking away, I heard one of them mention, "Oh, I think that was the representative from Connecticut," or something like that. And they thought that I was an actual congressman. So I'm really not sure why they mistook me for a congressman. I mean, I was walking briskly down the hallway. I was dressed up, suit. I had this beautiful tie on. I guess I had like a clipboard and a packet I was walking down with as well that I was going to deliver. So I suppose I looked very official. I mean, that's kind of cool. I don't want to say anything, but maybe that was a foreshadowing for something in the future. All in all, I wanted to share this story with you because it just goes to show how elegant and professional you can seem while wearing a tie. Now, I am by no means a U.S. congressman, representative, or an elected official whatsoever. I mean, I have potential future political aspirations, but I was mistaken as one of those individuals by simply wearing an elegant tie and having the demeanor that goes with wearing a professional and elegant tie. There are so many reasons that you can choose to wear a tie. The list goes on, but now I guess you can add to the list. When you put on a tie, you can feel like a U.S. congressman. There you go. So I hope you enjoyed our second episode of Talking Ties. They will be released every Tuesday, as I mentioned in our first episode, on every Tie Tuesday, because who doesn't love ties and who doesn't love Tuesdays? And if you want to feel like a congressman or just need an awesome tie for your next event, head to retiellc.com. You'll see many beauties on there, just like the one that you see me wearing now. And you can also check out our inventory and our crazy banter on our Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram pages, as well as our new YouTube channel at RetieLLC. So head to our website, and if you need any suggestions on the tie that you want to check out, hit us up on Twitter, and I will be sure to get back to you right away. Thanks, everyone, and I look forward to seeing you next Tuesday.